There we go. Mission accomplished. Managed to pick the headphones up without pulling a million things else, other things off the desk. Goal is to make it to Mahag, or not Mahag, sorry, that's right, to Ganatheros.
I still can't believe what that Almeidria did.
I stopped tonight.
Not only that, but she was enjoying it.
Yeah,
It's
she's pretty
patently
bad.
clear
She's
she has
crazy.
no respect for human life whatsoever.
We need to take her out. I don't think I've ever felt so enraged at another person in my whole life.
Yeah! There's no way she's getting away with this!
Then we head for the underground docks. We need to hurry. Rinwell, can you keep moving?
Yeah. My family and I, we spent all of our days just living in hiding. Until one day when we were found and attacked. I was the only one my dad and the others hid. That's the reason I survived. While the rest of my family was butchered. The only thing that I could see was the crest of a lord glowing through the smoke. And then...
It was Almeidria who did it. I'm sorry, Rinwell.
That woman. Did she really find the existence of Dan and mages to be that much of a threat?
Enough to invade another lord's territory? No, I doubt that. Most likely, she was after their knowledge and techniques. She only did it so she could become stronger. That's the kind of woman she is.
In retrospect, I do remember her making it sound like she created that monster she summoned.
A monster. I wonder, do you all think of me as a monster? Because I'm able to use magic even though I'm Danon?
Rinwell.
Of course we don't think you're a monster, you dummy.
Huh?
I might have had to hold you back, but it's her fault any of this ever happened, not yours. Got it?
Law.
Okay, so... New quests anywhere? Nope. First thing we need to check is this dude right here. Yes. Yeah, this is nice to be able to make.
Have you guys checked your equipment lately?
I keep my current recipe. Okay, I don't think there's any reason to not just fast travel to here. I do need to do some ranch management.
We've reached our destination.
Yummy, yummy horse meat. What are my accessories for wind resistance again? I know I have some because they're this tied to the Earth ones. They're gonna be these opals. Where's an opal equipped right now? Oh, it's really pretty good. Okay, yeah. I think those will suffice for the Almeidria fight, I think. So I need to really worry about creating anything new.
A dead end?
No, there's an elevator. Looks operational.
I can't believe there's actually an underground harbor here. There are even boats docked.
I only see Danans. Think they were forced to work here?
Probably. Let's see what they have to share about Almeidria.
Not here. Oh, that's not a bad find.
You didn't happen to see a lord come by, did you?
Sorry, friend, but she just left. Came by with a whole posse of underlings, boarded her ship, and took off at first wind. We damn near got blown away. She was that much in a hurry.
Damn! So we missed her!
You guys trying to go after her? Need a ride?
Are you saying you know how to steer a ship?
Spent most of my life chained to the deck of some ship or other. Yeah, I know my jib from my boom.
We don't know how dangerous it'll be. Better you give us the boat and stay on solid ground.
Whoa there! You been out on the water before? The sea ain't nobody's friend, you know. You need a sea dog like me, or you'll sink her before she makes it out the harbor.
We're losing time. Sir, we're in your debt.
Now that's more like it. Name's Mahavar. Just give me a holler when you're all set and we'll set sail. This is like a dream come true. Never gotten to captain a ship before. Never would have thought I'd get a chance like this. Thank you, y'all.
The pleasure's all ours. Think we'll catch up to her?
Course we will. They got too much weight on them. Meanwhile, this ship's carrying nothing but us salty scalawags. They got a good head start on us, but we can take them.
Do you know if there are any Danans on that ship?
Couldn't say for sure. On the one hand, seeing as it's supposed to be something of another castle, I'd reckon they probably wouldn't let a bunch of Danans on board. On the other hand, I'd be real surprised if the Renans were able to pilot that thing all by themselves. In any case, it's gonna be a while before we reach her. Till then, you're all free to do whatever. Just don't fall in the ocean.
I know Mahavar said we could take it easy, but there's not exactly a lot to do on this boat. I guess I'll check in on everyone and see how they're holding up.
This music's kind of goofy for the tone of what's happening in the main story right now.
I took a look around inside the ship just in case, but I didn't find anything that looked like it might be suspicious.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
You know, it wasn't until I left Calaglia that I finally realized just how big the world is.
When we tore down the wall in Calaglia, and I could finally see the horizon in the far-off distance, I had the exact same thought.
Yeah, somehow the sea is different though. I'm not sure just how to put it. It's almost as if it just goes on forever. I bet my old man would have been blown away by this view.
Yeah.
Ever since he died, I've been thinking about what it was that he was really trying to say to me at the end. I keep going over his words again and again. And heck, maybe I'm just overthinking it all. But still, sometimes I wonder if it could have turned out differently. If there was something I could have done. But no matter how much I play it back, I'm still no closer to finding any answers. And then there's everything with Rinwell. I stopped her from killing Almeidria. But was that really the right thing to do? Or did I just end up making things harder for her? I feel like such a screw-up.
You're not the only one. I keep asking myself what Zephyr would have done had he been here. Like, I think, how would Zephyr have handled Rinwell?
Yeah, I think he definitely would have stopped her. No doubt about it.
And that's exactly what you did, Law. I think he'd be really proud of you.
Alphen.
Zephyr's not the worst yardstick to measure ourselves against. Let's both do our best to make him proud.
Sounds like a deal. Thanks, Alphen.
Hold that pose long enough and someone might just come along and paint you.
Any artist who'd see fit to paint me needs their eyes tested.
What can you tell me about Almeidria?
Not as much as you'd probably wish. I only ended up crossing paths with her a handful of times, after I was chosen to be a lord on Lenegus.
Ah, right. I almost forgot about Lenegus. How much do you think they know about what's been going on down here?
It's safe to assume they know everything, though I know not why they choose to remain uninvolved. Perhaps they see what's been happening as just part of the ongoing crown contest.
Even what Almeidria did? Has it really reached the point where her actions are seen as normal?
Not to my knowledge, no. At its core, the crown contest is a competition to see who can amass the most astral energy. And to amass such energy, slaves are needed to collect it from. It's therefore against the Lord's interest to kill them.
So then why would Almeidria do something like that?
We must remember that time is running out in the crown contest. Perhaps her hand was forced, so to speak. It is a way to accrue astral energy faster and in larger quantities than through slave labor. Doing so kills off that labor force, obviously, but it is a means to an end nonetheless. No one could have foreseen that something like the Hollowing would arise back when the contest was first conceived.
Is becoming the Sovereign of Rena really that important to the Lords?
Of course. It's the greatest prize one can attain in their eyes. In that respect, at least, I'm really not that surprised that Almeidria resorted to what she did, as utterly despicable as it is.
It's reassuring to hear you feel the same way I do.
I worry that the only reason I never did anything similar in Menancia was due to my lack of ambition.
If you didn't want to be reminded of your past, you could have just plugged your ears.
You think too highly of me. I'm afraid I must respectfully disagree. I'm not nearly as virtuous of a person as you might wish to believe.
If that's so, would you have been so shaken up when Kisara lost her brother? Why else would you turn your back on your own kind and choose to fight for Miguel's dream? Aren't we just Danans?
A curious choice of words. Did what you see in Mahag Saar hit you that hard?
What Deadheim did to that city, he didn't liberate anyone. Anyone who refused to follow him was an enemy in his eyes. 300 years of Renan rule taught him nothing.
What I have come to understand is that the conflict extends beyond Danan versus Renan. There is an internal quarrel as well. I mean to bring about a true, lasting coexistence in Menancia. But there are more walls we must topple first.
And you don't think you can pull it off?
Well, you seem to think you can, at least.
Does that make us enemies?
Insofar as an exchange of swordplay, no, it doesn't.
Not good enough for you?
Are you really... Forgive me. I will continue to fight by your side a while longer. That much I have decided.
Deadeye seemed to learn plenty from the Renans. Like, how to
You
subjugate
don't
people.
look so good. You alright?
The floor. It keeps moving. How can you stand it? How can you even stand?
I'm not the best person to ask about discomfort. I can't feel pain, remember?
I still can't believe what happened in Niez. Even now. As a lord, my expectations for Almeidria were already pretty low. But the way she treated human lives like they're mere playthings.
Yeah. And it wasn't as if the situation in Niaz was improving much to begin with.
You mean Deadheim.
The whole reason I started fighting back was because of my anger at the atrocities of Renan rule. Back then, all I had to worry about was fighting the Renans for the sake of the Danans. But then I met Shion and the people of Menancia, and things became a lot more complicated. It's even messier now that we have to worry about Danans like Deadheim.
It used to be that the Danans were the ones in the right, and the Renans were the ones in the wrong. Though, maybe that was just a biased perspective from being on the side of the oppressed.
Exactly. I'll never tolerate the Renans ruling over us. But nothing ever ends up being as black and white as you'd expect it to be either. That's clear to me now.
That said, even putting aside bad apples like Deadheim for a moment, you may be able to free the Danan people, but that won't undo 300 years of oppression. It'll be hard for them to not give in to their resentment. I think maybe that's why I clung to our dream so hard back in Menancia.
Even if his motivations weren't pure, Dohalim has a good heart. He didn't sink to the depths Almeidria did.
You don't understand. I'm saying that it goes deeper than that. This hierarchy we live in, it's not solely something the Renans invented. I remember a story Rinwell once told me. She said before the Renans invaded, we Danans had our own class system. We are the ones who divided ourselves. I saw it in Deadheim's eyes. He wanted to rule over others.
To hear Bayfon tell it, Deadheim wasn't always that way.
But as time went on, and he and the Darkwings fought the Renans, he eventually changed. I guess what I'm getting at is, if we defeat the Renans but just go back to the way things were before, was there even any point in fighting?
But that world isn't the one you want to create, right?
Maybe not. But to tell you the truth, these days I'm not so sure that dream is even possible.
You have your promise to Megal, though. Your home and the people of Menancia are depending on you.
I know. My brother. He truly believed in his dream of coexistence. And I suppose, even now, many people still do. And then, there's you.
Who, me?
You and Shion.
I'm not sure I follow.
Okay, then let me spell it out for you. How many other Renans and Danans do you know that get on as spectacularly as the two of you?
I don't know that I'd say spectacularly.
Well, I suppose it's really all a matter of how you look at it, isn't it?
I really don't see what you're getting.
I think I'm getting seasick again. Sorry. Can you just give me a wide berth for a few minutes?
Do you think Law is okay?
If you're worried, why don't you ask him yourself?
Yeah. I think maybe I should apologize to him too. I should apologize to all of you, really.
Us too?
Well, I was kinda lying to you all this whole time. I was blind to everything except my own revenge. I never even considered the struggles all of you might be facing.
We all have things we'd prefer to keep to ourselves, Rinwell. So what if you had something to hide? It doesn't undo the good that you've done, or the people that you've helped save along the way.
But that's not what I mean.
I know. You're talking about Almeidria, right?
Yeah. I hate her, Alphen. I can't stop hating her. Even just thinking about her makes my head feel like it's going to explode. But it's not just her. I think about the way Law looked at me. I hated the Lord who killed my parents. And I hated the Renans I had to travel alongside. And yet, Cyslodia's Danans backstab each other like it's a normal way of life. And Mahag Saar has people like Deadeye. But then there are people like Law and Shion. It's all just too much. I don't know what to think anymore.
Law never said that you had to forgive Almeidria. It's only natural you would hate your family's murderer. But
what?
Law left home because of how much he hated his father. As a result of that, well, I think Law spent a lot of time thinking about how they never got to make things right. And if I had to guess, killing Ganabel didn't make any of those feelings go away. Law let revenge fuel him, and I think now he's afraid you'll do something you'll regret.
Afraid?
Whatever happens to Almeidria when this is all over is up to you. I'll respect whatever choice you make. Just think it over carefully for me, okay? You still have time.
Okay. Thanks, Alphen. Say, back then, after the fight, I think I really made Shion mad. I don't know, though. Maybe it just looked that way. But I guess I just can't seem to understand how she feels. Do you know why she gets like that?
Shion's... She can be a tough nut to crack. She doesn't really talk a whole lot about herself.
It's just what she said about hate being a source of strength. Where did that come from? I wonder how it feels, not being able to hold another person's hand.
Lean much further, you'll go overboard. Keeping an eye out for Almeidria's ship?
I'm looking at the ocean.
The ocean?
Yeah. The waves. They help me think. This world is filled with natural wonders. The icy air and white peaks of Cyslodia, the lush green glades of Menancia, the harsh wastes of Calaglia. But Menancia has its Lake of Death, and Nias its ruins. And they wouldn't be there if it weren't for that contest.
Say we actually managed to put a stop to the crown contest for good. What do you think will happen between the Danans and the Renans then?
You first.
Well, I want to believe that the coexistence we saw in Menancia can happen elsewhere, too. It's insane for all of us to keep fighting. If Menancia can do it, so can everyone else.
Yeah, I think that would be good too. A world where everyone can get along. At least, that's what I've come to believe.
You sure have changed.
I can't lie to you. Since I was young, I've looked down on the Danans too. But I've seen a lot. And I see things differently now. I've seen so many ugly and terrible things in this world. And yet, they didn't come from just the Danans. And the good things too. They didn't come from just the Renans. Kindness and cruelty exist on both sides. A person's race doesn't factor into it. So, I guess you're right after all, Alphen. I have changed. You know, I've never actually touched another person like this.
Shion.
Ever since I was on Lenegis, I've always been alone. Even after I came to Dana. Always.
And now?
Do you still not remember your past?
No. Sometimes it feels like I can almost remember. But then this mask stops me.
The mask keeps you from remembering why you have the mask in the first place. It's a little ironic, isn't it?
A little. Well, it won't be long now before you're rid of those thorns, you know? Only 2 lords remain. And once you have their master course, you'll be able to create the Renaissance, right? Then you can... Shion?
Sorry, it's nothing. Promise. You're right, though. It'll all be over soon. I never could have made it this far on my own. I have everyone to thank for that. Including... especially you, Alphen.
Don't worry about it. We're friends, after all.
Yeah, we are.
Wonder how much longer it's going to be before we catch up to Almeidria. I'll ask Mahag.
Look who's up! Good timing. We're closing in on her stern as we speak.
That's the ship? She's huge. Law, go gather the others, will you? Think you'll be able to flank them without getting spotted?
Yeah, with the fog as our ally, I think I might just pull it off. Long as we ain't too noisy, we should be okay.
What'll you do if they catch on to us?
Not much I can do. Ship that size, they'll probably blow us to bits before we ready cannons.
Persistent little things. Evidently, I shouldn't have spared the wretched vermin. Hungry already, my dear? Worry not, for you shall have plenty to feast upon shortly.
Perfect. You managed to get us right up beside them.
I'll stay with the ship so we can leave as soon as you're done.
Good. Then let's find Almeidria.
Shion,
Did I turn my party in the right order? Yeah.
I want to thank you.
What brought this on?
What you said helped to calm me.
Don't mention it.
How many life bottles do I have? Dang. That's a lot. I mean, there's no reason. Well, actually, there might be a reason to, because
Now that's what I call a ship.
I might be willing to throw some in
Yeah.
a couple of the forced fights in here.
The biggest one in all of Mahag Saar. So big that it took years to construct.
For all we know, Kelzelik may well have been smuggling materials to help build it. In which case it would be yet another mistake on my part.
We don't know that she was only getting materials from Menancia.
You think it's possible that they might have come from elsewhere too? Yeah, I guess I could see it.
But what do you think Almeidria plans to do from here on out? Now that she's abandoned her realm and sailed out to sea?
She'll be filling her coffers with gold, most likely. Then she'll sit back and enjoy the show as the other lords duke it out.
Other
Or
lords?
something to
Isn't
that
there,
effect
isn't there
at
only
least.
I wouldn't put it past
3
her.
left?
She's strong, yet
Including
shrewd,
her.
and will stoop to any low. A dangerous one indeed.
She's not the first, and she won't be the last. This is a lord we're talking about, remember?
Sounds like you've made up your mind already.
There was never anything to decide. No one who can smile like that while doing what she did deserves to roam free.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
This might not be the best time, but if you have a minute. That mask of yours, it was shattered by a blow from Balsef when you fought back in Calaglia, correct?
Yeah, thanks for the reminder. I thought it was a goner.
Balsef's brute strength was in a league all its own, yet half the mask remains. It's remarkably durable. Too durable to be Danon in origin.
Shion said the same thing. As if the fact I was wearing it meant there had to be more to me than met the eye.
You recalled your name when the mask broke, I hear.
Yeah, that's right. Although to tell you the truth, I'm a little scared what might happen when I lose the remaining half. Then again, the idea of not doing something because I'm afraid scares me even more. That's why I go on fighting.
Only he who first faces the night catches a glimpse of the dawn.
Come again?
It's nothing. Forget I said anything.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna save those. There was... wait. Yeah, there was nothing there. I being paranoid. Can I squeeze past these dudes? Oh, this is one thing I should do. This just makes life faster.
This one's tough! I see one, eh?
Some fights are better left unfought.
Tell me, have you ever
Excuse me. No, maybe not.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Your reflexes will not serve you well.
What's this thing?
This dungeon has pretty awesome music.
Huh?
Got it. That went well.
Are you okay? You're not too tired, are you?
Nope, I'm fine. Let's keep moving.
This one will be difficult to predict.
Let's end this and get a bite to eat.
What's my SP at?
You'll have no mercy.
One of these things I'll find. Okay. She's working on that. She's working on KO prevention. Dohalim is working towards nothing. Reduce our casting time during combos is definitely something. Faster AG recovery is actually probably the best one, and then reduce our casting time. KO prevention. Okay, cool. That's a nice find. As I recall, this is a very lengthy dungeon.
Got a really bad feeling about this.
No, don't worry.
Let's end this and get a bite to eat instead. You'll pay for what you did!
Yep. Can you move? Please. Thank you. Yeah, nothing else here. So I gotta fight this guy.
I have a
Let's throw my warrior emblem on.
bad feeling about this.
You got spirit.
Far enough!
I'm going in.
Rain down into your water! Hear my call!
Can't get out of this.
Flame of fury! Burn it! Water! Hear my call! Do it! Astral energy!
That went well.
Take it! One more!
Derp. Just walked right into that.
Hear the healing raging campaign!
Armor won't save you!
No further!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Hey! Poodle's quivering! I think we're about to be real lucky!
Never seen anything like it. It's an authentication key. They're quite common.
Maybe where you're from. This is new to me.
It might go in an elevator somewhere. We should test it out.
Hey there, guard. It's honestly just faster with how long he's taking to turn around.
Really bad feeling about this.
This will get him out of the way.
Take down their defenses! These don't seem like your run-of-the-mill Sugals the Renans usually go around.
Indeed. I believe it's safe to assume these were used in her experiments.
They certainly look as twisted as her.
Even here. This is...
I remember seeing instruments just like this back in Estaluva Forest.
Looks and smells like some kind of medicine.
Whatever this place was used for, I doubt it was anything of repute.
Okay, got all the items that I... Oh wait, sir. I already grabbed something from back here, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Okay, next group of enemies.
I've got a...
Does this help? Yeah, let's take out the masses first.
Not in your dreams!
That may prove a thorn in your side.
Well, that was really unfortunate.
Sorry, but this fight ends here!
But I think this is gonna kill this thing. This Mystic Guard hits pretty hard. Be kind of cool if they released DLC to give all the characters special Mystic Guards like this.
Do it! Astral energy!
Say no more!
Here's a healing arc!
Oh, that got rid of both masses.
That's my cue!
Shut him down!
Now you see what I can do!
Where are you? I was like, he's getting juggled by Rinwell and got pushed somewhere where I did not notice. Rain inside. This move hits stupid hard.
They smite with
Not on my watch!
On your knees!
I never Rain down and purify! Nothing gets by me!
Raining slash! Eat dirt!
Here, let me help!
I can carve through negative gate.
Water, heal my heart!
They smite with blackened blade.
It's over!
They smite with blackened blade.
Devastation!
Take this.
With this, I can become even stronger.
Hey. We'll take that. There's always like, there's lots of like good low-hanging fruit I could be taking that's good, like if I were actually playing as her, but like for the AI, there's like a different set of skills that are more useful, and it's mostly just what lets them do more damage or do more stuff. She's getting pretty far along. I mean, easier over limit or reduce arc casting time. I mean, those are probably the two best AI skills left on her. I want inspiration for him. That'll be useful for whenever I do the arena. That makes the arena real free for law. Yeah, I just got that. Oh. These are actually really good on Alphen because of how Flaming Edge works. I should probably think through what the next thing I want to be working on with him is. Oh, I still had the Swift Ring on during that fight. That was inefficient, but didn't seem to matter. Okay, let's get through this thing and pick up this armor.
I won't show you any mercy,
Says the man running away from a fight. That's mostly better for her. It will not be better for her for the boss fight, but for randoms, definitely. So I'm running low on CP. Not that. I'm thinking we warp back and do some equipment stuff. I don't think there's a shop there though. So I'm thinking we warp back, get my CP back, and then come back.
We've reached our destination.
We can just go right back to the next floor pretty quickly. And we can also do this. I think, yes. even required, huh? Upgrading their weapons is mostly useful because it does make their boost strikes hit harder.
Have you guys checked your equipment lately?
I don't need to refresh my recipe.
I've got a good amount of info on our enemies written down now.
That's wonderful, Rinwell. I'm sure that data shall...
Kisara, let's talk for a bit.
And I can
Sorry
get one
for
of these out of the
rambling
way.
on so much about my past earlier.
Don't sweat it. It was fun hearing you reminisce about the good old days.
Come on, you don't have to pretend with me. I know I can tend to go on sometimes when it comes to my brother.
You said it, not me. Anyway, I don't think it's something for you to be embarrassed about.
Hey, Alphen. When you were a kid, was there ever a time when you had to bury someone younger than you?
Well, it's hard to say. I'm guessing that you have, though.
Yeah. During the previous crown contest, with the Lord before Dohalim. Life back then was truly hell. I think that's why I tried to ignore what Miguel was telling me for so long. Because I was afraid of going back to such a dark time. Of losing hope. I wanted to believe in our paradise so much that I doubted the one person I should have trusted most. I don't blame Dohalim for that. I simply didn't want to face facts. And I ended up trying to project my ideals onto everyone else.
It's strange. Whenever you and Dohalim talk about Menancia, it's always like it's some big failure. We're talking about fixing 300 years worth of damage here. Isn't it a bit optimistic to think it was all going to be resolved after only 5?
You might be right. Maybe it was a mistake when Menancia... No. When I decided to stop seeing the darkness in our society. I have to admit the truth. To myself, first of all. I'll take watch tonight. It's okay. Before we go, do you guys have everything?
Let's grab these while I'm right here. Blink. Okay, wharf. Now Dohalim hits a little harder.
Looks like we made it here in one piece.
Make preparation. Be nice if you could
Stay
just warp
sharp.
back out
We're
to the
going
ship.
in.
I don't think these guys are avoidable.
This one. Tough.
I mean,
but
you
we
can
have
run
no
from them,
choice.
but I don't think they're like... I don't think you can step around them.
Let me know if you need healing. I'm the true gunslinger.
What was the last card I got? Did I seriously not? I beat the enemy guarding it and just didn't pick it up. That's... Whoopsies. Well, that's not hard. They stay gone anyway. There we go.
Deep.
What is that huge flower-looking thing up there? Is that the ship's engine?
Indubitably. As one might expect, large ships require large engines in order to sail.
And if we destroyed it?
we might well sink the ship. Who knows if we would be able to escape before that happens.
Almeidria sure has been busy since the contest began.
This isn't Almeidria's doing.
You mean she didn't build this?
The body, yes. However, my guess is that the engine comes from a starship.
A starship? As in one of those vessels used to go to and from Lenegis?
Correct. The technology employed on Lenegis and in starships is more advanced than anything in our daily lives. Almeidria may be resourceful, but she could never produce an engine like this on her own.
You mean to tell me we've got even bigger enemies waiting for us up in the sky? Ugh, my head hurts just thinking about it.
Don't worry about that for now. Just focus on taking care of Almeidria. What's this thing?
Scooch. Gone. I'm gonna open this door. You guys aren't gonna... Probably gonna have to fight one of these guys to progress onward. Doesn't really matter which. Not fight. But flee from.
Difficult to predict.
Swift ring is so nice. Makes that stuff so much quicker. Saves a lot of time. Give me some of that herb.
I've got a real bad feeling about this.
Now you'll learn!
Leave the torch to me.
Is it too late to talk over our differences?
I don't think I'd actually heard that one from Doholim before.
That enemy looks strong. I bet it'll be worth our while to fight it.
Walk right into that.
Be easy.
Don't be such a pessimist. These ones can run rings around us.
This'll make us even more formidable.
Okay, so there's an owl somewhere. Where's this owl at? Oh, I walked right past it.
You're saying we should check the owl forest?
And that's the only missable owl in the game.
This one will be difficult to predict.
You think that shield will save?
Hey there. Can I have...
I have a bad feeling about this.
In here.
You got spirit? Yes, you do.
Or your nose was calling quits.
They really don't give up, do they?
That's a nice chest. Okay, let's go deal with these guys and get the next access card.
This one will be difficult to predict. Take this! Can you take it? I'll smash you! Denied!
Okay, that knocked him a little far away. Ow.
Astral energy.
Say no more.
No further!
You're mine. Devastation. It's on. Devastation. Ignite. You won't make a fool of me.
Negative gate!
I owe you one. Raining flash.
I can handle it.
Far enough!
Come quietly.
Another incantation ruined.
I'm not done. Devastation. On your knees. Double seed effect. Take this. I'm not done.
Negative gate!
It's a good thing he never learned how to aim his weapon upward. It would make a lot of the pressure I put on him. I messed that up. Oh well. He should be dead right now. Thankfully, he's not really a threatening enemy.
It's time to finish this. Die. Consuming wildfire.
These guys are basically big punching bags.
Benediction light.
Here I come.
Here's the evil.
Lunar Rondo. Flying right from here. Dragon's War.
Oh.
Hear my call.
Double seed effect.
Nothing see about that.
This is gonna be overkill.
Sorry, but this fight ends here.
Now, Akina!
Oh, he's still alive. God, those things.
Consider yourself finished.
Those guardsmen have a lot of health.
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
How much CP am I sitting at? Did I? I don't know if I looted this halls. These halls here. That's not a bad find. that is pretty nice as well. Honestly, even better than an elixir.
It can hide it in a vine? Amazing! Got you now! Sorry, but this fight ends here! Now, Akina! Right!
Here, let me help. Here goes.
God, those things have so much health. This is basically a mini boss.
You won't make a fool of me! This is looking good! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Here's a healing arc. Wait, I can't heal you forever.
Forgive me.
Ah.
My friend! You're mine!
Here, let me help.
I can just body blocking me there.
Double Demon Fang!
Raging Cascade, let me help.
Leave the charges to me! Try harder! Now! You're mine! Be still! Lunamongo! Soaring Light Spear!
I can't lose.
Take this! Blow away! Eat this! Like you! I'm not feeling so great. Double Demon Fang! Coming through!
This is kind of funny how many of these I'm getting.
Now! Scarlet Inferno! Take this! I'll smash you! Double Demon Fang! Do as I say! Is this it?
This is why I was saving those life bottles at the start, was basically for this. So it's not that big a deal.
Glacial Spear. Here's evil. More with that Freeze Lancer. Crimson Ray. Where are you going?
No!
All I had to do was get him off the ground and he was dead. Okay, I'm gonna throw one orange shell and that's it. Just to... That was that tongue whip is really annoying. Just kill me. Or just do this. Okay.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Can't get out of this! I'll smash you! That makes me the thorn in our side. Negative getting being interrupted.
I never miss. Nothing gets by me. Glacial Spear. Here's evil.
Sorry, but this
That's
fight
my
ends
cue.
here. Shut him down. Now, Akina!
Right. All disasters made one.
I'm gonna throw one of these. What the hell was? Oh, I walked into his front door. That was.
In a bind?
Here, let me help.
Here I come! I couldn't make it in time. It's in your hands. Coming through!
They're all just getting absolutely demolished by the lizard. They don't know how to deal with it well at all.
Can't end here.
Oh, and then there I go, getting owned by it. Yeah, that was kind of annoying because I had a pretty good setup once because them dying wasn't that big a deal because, like I said, I have that stash of free life bottles sitting by the entrance.
No further. You picked the wrong fight. You won't make a fool of me.
It's weakened.
Is it too late to talk over our differences?
I never miss. Nothing gets by me. Here I go. Here goes. More for the top. Now. This ends now.
Consider yourself finished.
Here, let me help.
This should do it.
Oh, sparkling
Take this.
light.
Ignite.
Raise
Wide open.
It won't escape me.
Blow away.
Another incantation ruined.
My turn. Be still. Hurricane thrust. Devastation.
Great fear. Here's evil. Feel.
Take this.
Let me see what I can do.
Here's a healing.
This is looking good.
What the hell just hit me?
You picked the wrong fight.
Here's the evil. Sleep now. Freeze Lancer.
Raining slap.
More where that came from.
Can't get out of this.
No.
It's all right.
Can't end here.
Does it.
I couldn't make it in time.
Here's a healing arm. Power it up.
I owe you one.
First aid. This one's mine.
Him being frozen was pretty nice. I don't care, I just want to... I wasn't able to get back and keep that going.
You'll pay for that. Double demon fang. I'm not done.
I can't heal you forever.
Here I come. Strike. Double demon fang.
You know what, actually... I'm gonna go after the lizard first, because... while he has a lot more health, his attack pattern is actually threatening. Mostly just the tongue attack. The other enemy has nothing that it can really do. That's threatening. I mean, I guess everything is theoretically threatening to the AI.
Ruined.
I won't show you any mercy. Now you'll learn.
In a bind?
Nothing gets by me. Far enough. Now.
Commander of Heaven.
Phoenix Cyclone. I can't heal you forever.
Ignite.
You won't get away with that.
Demon Lash. You're on. You're mine. No escape. Blow away. Here I come. You'll pay for that.
You'll pay for that, not on my watch. Well, that doesn't seem very helpful. I love how it changes my target when he teleports. That's just Great programming.
Double demon fang!
Pierce evil!
Now you see what I can do!
Shockwave strike!
Sorry, but this fight ends here.
Forgot I replaced Demon Fang with Shockwave Slash. That was still quick though.
Stay away from my friends! Devastation!
Ready to go! Far enough!
Devastation! Eat dirt!
It's time to finish this!
Just breaking my down that I just got.
I'm ready!
Dazzle!
I never miss!
Devastation!
Water, hear my call! Spread! Glacial spear, piercing! Both!
Dazzle!
Freeze laser!
Devastation!
Here, let me help!
Can't move! This should do it! This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me.
No more playing
I'll leave it to you!
Here's a healing art! First aid!
Flaming thrust! Devastation!
Water, hear my call! Better!
Get you back.
It's time to finish this!
You're getting a lot of these.
Die! Consuming wildfire! Here, let me help!
Flaming thrust! Devastation!
That hit me way up there.
An astral art?
That's my cue!
Shut him down! I owe you one! Ignite!
Just wanted to get that off quickly, and it
I have no limits! Double demon fang! It's over?
Sorry.
failing that is awful, especially with the resources I used. I like how these fights are like more chaotic than the bosses. You're kidding me.
Sorry, but this fight ends here. Now, Asuna! Right.
Please target.
Not today!
This is some punishment.
Stay away from my friends!
Where are you going? Now what's the gun next?
On your knees!
First aid!
No charges will break this
Rain
night.
down and purify! Into the shadows!
Devastation!
Mega ray!
Hurricane thrust!
Here's a healing arm!
Any more of this and I'll burn out!
Not on my watch!
This one's all mine! Devastation! Ignite!
Here's a healing arm!
Sonic thrust!
First aid!
Try this!
Magic is there!
Double demon fang! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Here, let me help!
Dazzle! Devastation!
Go get him!
Another incantation ruined.
I like how all of them get hit by that, even though, you know, that attack hits close to the boss, and if they would just, you know, not stand right next to it, they wouldn't get hit.
Anything in armor is all mine!
Devastation!
Oh, that boss does have one threatening attack.
Can't get out of this! You picked the wrong fight! Be still!
Far enough! More when I'm ready! I never miss! Here's a nest! Not in your dreams!
You'll find no mercy!
Devastation! Here's evil!
This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me.
Got it! I'll leave it to you! Hurricane thrust! Devastation!
Mega ray! Water actuality!
No dog shall break so great. Double demon fast! Coming through! The enemy wields arc.
We'll soon see about that!
Scarlet Inferno! Double demon fast!
Water actuality!
Take this!
Here's evil!
Try harder! Not a chance! Negative chance! Devastation! This is all mine! Rending you apart! Bloody howler! Pierce through!
Anything in order.
Negative chance! Flew away! Smite with blackened flame! Devastation!
Demon Rat! This one's mine! Freeze lance, not in your dreams!
Don't resist! Not today! Flew away! You apart! Totally! In an instant!
Raining Dohalim.
Teach you respect! Double demon fang! You require a hand. Can't get out of this!
Here I go!
Leave the charging you me.
Here's a target!
Double demon fang! No escape!
I actually haven't used any life bottles yet. I didn't think. Oh, looks like I've used one. Not enough that that chest at the start won't fill me all the way up anyway.
Here's evil!
Commander of Heaven!
Hey!
Huh.
Anyone else think this might be a touch too dangerous?
Ridwell's right. We should fall back to regroup and try again later.
Oh, we'll fall back here in a second.
She sure spared no expense on her castle.
This must be...
The captain's quarters. The presence of the spirit vessel and the sheer extravagance on display can leave no doubt.
There's no one here.
Yeah, but I doubt she's out for a moonlight stroll. You think she jumped ship and ran away again?
I doubt it. The conniving witch is probably up to something.
Agreed. In any case, as long as she hasn't suddenly sprouted wings, she has to be somewhere on the ship. Let's keep looking.
Hey, didn't you see her fly off earlier?
The way this key's been placed, it's like she's daring us to come find her.
Yeah, like it's all some damn game to her.
What's wrong, sweetie? Is something scaring you?
Maybe he just doesn't like being in her room.
I think there's more to it than that. What could it be?
let's see, if I do this, do I have access to place to sleep as well?
What do you say we check back in on the ranch?
I feel like this would have been more appropriate more appropriate music. When you were chasing after her ship than the other sea music. Oh, no, I don't need a refresh on my recipe. Thank you. This is almost tempting just because it's an upgrade to Earth arts. Which, well, I guess Mesmal doesn't take extra damage from Earth, does he? I don't think he does. I also just realized I'm an idiot because I still have the Swift Ring equipped.
Something feels odd.
Warrior symbol would have helped with
Be
that
on
last
your
fight.
guard.
Okay.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Some fights are better left unfought.
You think that shield will...
You.
Is this the ship's cargo? What a pain. I can't see anything past all this stuff.
Be on your guard. For all we know, there could be something hiding around here.
Go past you. That gets me an orange shell back. I don't think this is a forced fight.
This one will be difficult to predict.
Take down their defenses! Fine!
Looks like some solid equipment.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Those flying creatures are a real pain in the butt.
Negative gate!
Aim for the weak spot. Now for the big hole here. Save you. Another this.
Okay, this one I could have checked its element before doing that, but
I'll be saving this one. weakened! Sleep now! I can carve through armor!
No dawn shall break this night.
You should decide to cast.
Try harder! Beyond kill! Devastation! Try harder! Now! Hurricane thrust! Here I come! Devastation! Tear! Hurricane thrust! This one's all mine! Ignite!
Here goes!
Blow away!
Fury! More for the Glacial Spear! Pierce the evil!
Be still! Devastation!
There! Nail shot!
In a bind?
Now, while it's reeling!
Take it down!
This thing is quite the punching bag.
Blow away!
No dawn shall break this night.
Oh, I was mashing a little hard there.
Sleep now! Now! Pierce the evil! Astral energy!
Say no more!
I felt better, that's for sure.
Dragon Flame Sack. I can get an upgrade for Sheon. The question is it worth it? Because she's about to get a story upgrade after she leaves my party for a long time after the next fight, so I'm not sure upgrading her equipment for like 20 more attack power is worth it at this point.
If Almeidria's not in her own room, just where the hell is she?
It's possible she may be on the bridge, but I would guess that she's waiting for us elsewhere on the ship.
Which means she's most likely chosen a place where she'll have the advantage in a fight.
Be careful, guys. I came from an entire family of Danon mages, and that woman murdered all of them. All on her own. I hate to say it, but she's an incredibly powerful astral artist.
We already know she specializes in controlling wind astral energy. But on top of that, she might try to sick that monster on us again, too.
Right. To that woman, life itself is just a toy for her to play with. Let's make sure we put an end to it.
Okay. Stars tell me to go to the other one,
Only
so
one last place to look.
I'm gonna go to this one.
Straight ahead.
Almeidria.
There she is! Almeidria!
But all alone? Watch yourselves. She's probably planning something.
I was getting rather tired of waiting around. Oh my, and I see you came along as well, Danon Witch.
Almeidria.
What's this? I thought you couldn't stand the sight of me. Go on, little one. Show me the full force of that hatred of yours. Otherwise, run and hide like a rat you are.
That's enough! How can you smile while causing pain to so many others?
That is the way of those who possess great power. The very way we Renans live by. Those with power set the example, and those without are forced to obey. Though you two seem to have forgotten that's the way these things work.
And you really think that justifies your actions? You turned all those people into a hollowed sea!
What foolishness. It's only natural that the fate of a slave differ from that of its owner. Very well, I admit I did fan the flames just a tad back in the eggs. But it wouldn't have mattered in the slightest if there hadn't been a spark to ignite. Without it, my actions would have been fruitless. Ultimately, it was their very own burning hatred that laid them to waste. To say it was all my fault is simply laying blame at the wrong feet.
No one's perfect. We all have darkness in our hearts. But the atrocities that you've committed, they're unthinkable! Your heart is nothing but darkness!
What a fool! To think time and time again you would challenge Renan authority without so much as an inkling of how things actually work. Such ignorance is why your kind has been enslaved for 300 years.
Almeidria.
Well, if it isn't Lord Dohalim.
These people are my allies and friends. I won't let you insult them so.
My, what a shock. I never would have expected you to claim mere slaves as your companions. If I didn't know any better, I would question your noble lineage. Oh, how far the mighty have fallen. A traitor such as yourself hardly deserves to be called a lord.
You are nothing compared to Dohalim.
Rinwell.
He would never stand by and laugh. His people hollowed!
Ha! What does it matter? You're descended from those who allowed the power and knowledge entrusted to them to wither away. Your pitiful family may have feared it, but I do not. That knowledge and power is all mine to command. And now, you will witness what that power's truly capable of! Nesmold! Enjoy your meal!
Such sad eyes, child. Let me reunite you with your parents.
Shut up! I'm gonna take you down if it's the very last thing I do!
That's right. Loathe me. Every step brings you closer to being me.
You're wrong!
Ah.
You're wrong! I'm nothing like you! Hey! I'll be saving you! Better water the
Take this! I can carve through one!
Let me help you saving you!
Right.
This is gonna be a long fight.
Being interrupted.
Ow! She really doesn't get down to her. This fight is such a minefield. Oh, I didn't mean to actually call her. I kind of wanted to save her for Almeidria started casting. Almeidria or Mesmold started casting. And now I'm regretting having done that. Not that this attack is all that threatening. But it is nice to get it down.
Sorry, but this fight ends here.
Not quite. I think this fight's got a ways to go. Alphen. Almost walking. Oh, nice. Good interruption, Shion.
No further.
Ow. Throw one of these. Okay, Rinwell's back up.
Another incantation ruined.
She says try and run, but running seems quite effective, so I don't know what the try part is for.
You picked the wrong fight.
With hatred.
Anything in armor is all mine. Armor won't save you.
What's she doing now?
She's infusing her beast with more power.
Get ready.
I like Meteor Storm going off at the same time as that attack was going off, because that just didn't make the battlefield a mess to follow what was going on at all.
It won't escape me.
Try this.
Benediction light.
And more than I'll burn out.
Now you see what I can do.
I owe you one.
Not in your dreams.
Devastation!
Negative range.
I never
Smite with
fit.
black and
I'll be
blade.
taking this one.
Be still!
No further.
Hurricane Thrust! Devastation! This time!
Smite with black and blade. Execution. Negative gate! Stay away! Devastation! Lightning thrust! Here I go!
In a bind?
Devastation! Far enough! I have no limits!
In here!
Double demon fang!
I'll be safe!
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno! Do it! Remove!
Astral energy!
Say no more.
There! Go!
Try this!
Oh, she's not taking damage.
They're attacking separately! I can't land a hit on her!
Keep an eye on it.
Phase.
And take out the monster first.
Ow!
She's no stranger to astral arts.
I can take care of that.
Yeah, take it away!
I got lots of life bottles, so that's not that big a deal. Though it is annoying.
Sorry. Where are you going? Just what the doctor ordered. Here's a healing arc. Hey, that's
In a bind?
Mega Ray.
The camera in this part of the fight is...
Ready to go.
Sonic thrust!
First aid. You will suffer.
That's fine. Okay, Rinwell, will you, like, not just die instantly?
That looks bad.
Wits about you people.
Throw an orange gel. I was hitting it. I was hitting it. Like, literally, there you see I had it buffered even. That was...
So that's the trick up her sleeve.
Your astral arts aren't so special. And now, they're mine! Natural defenses are fading. I'm a sitting duck!
Retreat from the side.
Retreat? I would never. This one's mine.
Ignite! Hurricane thrust!
Freeze Lancer! Here, let me help.
Some punishment?
You'll pay for that! Devastation!
Dance in the wind! Let me help.
I was trying to Hurricane Thrust away before that spell that she was casting underneath me got off.
Lightning thrust! Devastation! Try harder! Now! Here I come! No escape! Is this it?
I'm gonna redo that. Back half of this hasn't gone as well. I should have just been mashing right with Rinwell.
It can't be happening.
Oh, 1 second, I'll be right back. Okay, the back half of the fight can go way better than that was going.
Such sad eyes.
Then again, the first half didn't go too terribly.
Let me reunite you with your parents.
Shut up! I'm gonna take you down if it's the very last thing I do!
That's right. Loathe me. Every step brings you closer to being me.
Time to let it rain.
Blood.
All disasters take one. Here's a healing arc.
Saar, but this fight ends here. Now, Asuna!
Right.
I like how many hits this gets, just because I think it's hitting multiple parts of his body.
Now you see what I can do.
Not in your dreams.
In a vine?
You know, I couldn't tell that. I was like, for a second there, I thought he was casting that spell again, and then I was like, oh, he's not casting it. That's Rinwell's.
Anything in armor is all mine. Armor won't save you.
Not on my watch. Oh, sparkling stars of fire. Rain down. Here, let me help.
Take this.
First aid. Meteor storm. I can do
Double demon ray. Dazzle. Demon devastation.
Sleep now.
Right.
Here's light. Rain down.
Deny. Dazzle. Devastation. Shattering of pieces. Devastation.
Rain down.
Devastation.
Not in your dreams.
Demon lash. Hurricane thrust.
Magic is amp. Here, I never fit.
Be gone.
Time to heal. Rain down and purify.
Double demon fang. Take this. No further.
Here, sleep now.
Forgive me.
Flaming thrust. Tear.
In here. What was I thinking?
Everlasting
Stockpile.
darkness. Negative gate.
Sleep now. More for the stockpile.
Be still. Devastation.
Leave the chargers to me!
Burn in hell. Devastation.
Rain down and purify.
Denied. You're finished. Hurricane thrust. Tear. Hurricane thrust.
Magic is amp.
Shattering of pieces.
Dance in the wind. First aid. Sleep now.
Double demon fang.
Non-irrational energy. Here's a healing arc.
Take this. This one's all mine. Hurricane thrust. Devastation.
What's she doing now?
She's infusing her beast with more power.
Get ready.
Double demon. I'll smash you.
This is some punishment.
You pay for that.
AI did a better job of dodging that last time.
Flaming thrust. Coming through. Ha! Melt. Scarlet Inferno.
Nothing gets by me!
Purge malevolence.
Be
Magic is
still.
amp.
Far enough.
Now for the leap. Sleep now. More for the help pile. Stay away. More lightning.
Flaming thrust. Devastation.
Sleep now. More for the stockpile. Try and run. Burning strike.
Where are you going? Anything in armor is all mine.
Honestly, this isn't bad at all, because this is just lots of time for me to just run around in circles while the AI goes to town.
Not in your dream. Here I go. One more. Into the shadows.
Leave the chargers to me!
Bathed in blood.
Stay away. Hurricane thrust.
Here's a healing arc.
Devastation.
Magic is amp.
is casting a lot more on this one than she did on the first attempt. Which I don't think is really a bad thing, though the AI is played a bit worse.
Water, hear my call.
If you're just gonna keep casting, just gonna stay away from the Shion.
You picked the wrong fight!
Where are you going?
Take this!
Try harder! Now! Hurricane Thrust!
Glacier Spear, pierce evil. This ends now.
Consider yourself finished!
Hear my
At some point, I stopped targeting the head for some reason. Nope, 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 nope. He's not taking damage.
They're attacking separately!
I can't land a hit on him.
Keep an eye on him, and take out the monster first.
She's no stranger to astral arts.
I can take care of that.
Yeah, take it away. No.
Magic.
Can't end here!
Here's a healing heart. Thank you. Pierce evil. Magic is you. Sleep now.
Can't get out of this.
I'll be saving this. Here.
I thought I somehow got hit by that for a second and was really confused.
Wits about you, people.
Ready and ready.
I'll never forgive you.
What?
I was just mashing it to make sure I didn't miss it. That's why I used it that once.
You don't scare me.
Go for it, Rinwell!
Hit her now.
Ooh, meaty, meaty, meaty.
Splendid Flash! Take this! I'm not done! I'm not done! Run away! Raining Flash! You picked the wrong fight!
I can carve through armor. In a bind.
Be still! Now, while it's reeling!
Take it down.
Sonic Thrust!
Heal. Leave the charges to me. Everlasting darkness.
This is a little risky because one of her spells could hit me, but it's worth it. That was a lot of damage. This is how this back half of the fight should open. Another orange shell.
Not on my watch. Hear my call. Spread. Primed and ready. Where are you going?
Rending you up. Shattering pieces. Attack time.
Stay away from my friend!
Hear my call.
I hear Alphen just say, "Stay away from my friends," and it's like, who died? There was a lot happening. Oh, well, I just died because I'm a failure. I was about to hit him with. Oh Lord.
Nothing gets by me.
Can't get out of this.
Okay, where's she attacking? I see.
Eat dirt!
Shattering pieces.
I can carve through armor!
Arc shield!
Devastation!
Power malevolent, not in your dream! Raging cascade!
Double demon fang!
Sorry.
Let's have some fun.
This is annoying.
Can't move!
Sovereign. Such sad eyes, child. Let me reunite you with your parents.
Shut up! I'm gonna take you down if it's the very last thing I do!
That's right. Loathe
Thought I was out of range of that.
That brings you closer to being me.
You're wrong! You're wrong! I'm nothing like you!
Take that!
Water, hear my
I
call!
can carve through armor!
Glacial speed! Here's the evil energy!
This! Lightning thrust! Devastation!
Here goes!
Rise!
Here goes!
This
Water
time!
astral energy!
Be still! You picked the wrong fight! Devastation! Hurricane thrust! Take this!
Here I go! One more where that came from!
Everlasting jump! Be still! I have no limits! Double shattering? Sorry, but this fight ends here! Go faster! Now, Asuna!
Right! Birthday, not in your dreams!
Lightning thrust!
Here's the flame of fury! Where did it come from? Water, hear my call! Oh, blessing!
Can't get out of
Rain
this!
down into the giant mind!
Now you see what I can do! Ignite! Hurricane thrust! Devastation! Rending you a
Hear my call! Never miss! I'll be chasing for life! Raging cascade!
Yeah, come over here.
More where that came from!
Lightning thrust! Shattering! Devastation!
Hear my call!
Lightning thrust! Carve through armor!
Here's the flame of fury! Freeze lantern! Ready to go!
Take this!
Sleep now!
This one's all mine!
I'll be saving this way! Flame of fury! Glacial
Stay away from my friend!
Devastation!
Eat dirt!
In here! Here's a healer! Birthday!
Try harder! Now!
More with that go
No
round!
escape! Hurricane
Round and
thrust!
ready!
Devastation!
I never miss!
It's over!
Sealed! I'll hear maybe flame of fury! Burning strike!
Shattering
Here's the
pieces!
evil! More with that go round! One more! Bullseye! Raging cascade!
Dazzle! Devastation!
Blah 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 magic! Here, let me sleep now!
I knew she was about to do something because she said a line, but I couldn't see garbage.
Not today! Hurricane thrust! Devastation!
Can't be happening!
I couldn't make it in time.
Double demon fang! Demon fang!
There we go. That was going horribly. She was just ravaging the AI there, and we weren't even to the second segment of the health bar.
Stop! I'm gonna take you down if it's the very last thing I do!
That's right. Loathe me. Every step brings you closer to being me.
Golly.
You're wrong! I'm nothing like you!
There's just so much garbage on screen in this fight, it's really hard to keep track of, to be honest. And the camera doesn't really help either in this fight.
Too much to handle? Dance in the wind! Feel the healing arc!
picked the wrong fight! Devastation!
Seal!
Hurricane Thrust!
No, your
Devastation!
Magic is
No
out!
chance!
Here now! Here I go!
No chance!
Raging Cascade!
Devastation!
I'm ready all! Take this! Overwhelm! Save you! More for the top!
Try harder!
Parry!
Dazzle! Hurricane Thrust!
Take this!
Devastation!
Not on my watch!
Hurricane Thrust!
Dance in the wind! Nothing
Hurricane thrusting at something.
Burn!
Disasters made one!
Devastation!
Come forth and heal its security! Hear my call! Maelstrom! Now for the payback flame of fury! This one's mine!
I can carve through armor!
Devastation! Hurricane Thrust!
Glacial Field! Pierce evil! Here go! Freeze Laser! Not on my watch!
Can't get out of this!
Hit!
Be still! Tear! You picked the wrong fight!
Take this!
Hurricane Thrust!
Ready to go!
Devastation! Not now, not ever! Sorry, but this fight ends here!
Now what's next?
Here's a healing arm!
Can't get out of this!
Hurricane Thrust!
Water, hear my call!
Let's see what I can do!
Bread! Here's a healing arm!
I owe you one.
Try and run!
Everlasting darkness! Negative gate!
I never miss!
Be still!
It's in your hands now.
You'll pay for that! Tear! Hurricane
Here's a
Thrust!
spear! Here's the evil!
Devastation!
Malevolent!
Is this it?
Fudge cracker.
Here, let me help!
I owe you one.
Leave the darkness to me!
Please don't die immediately. Doubling. Oh lord.
Natural defenses are fading. I'm a city.
Retreat from this battle.
I really didn't want Doholim to just die instantly again. Move, 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 move.
Here, let me help!
In a bind?
Here I go!
Here we go. Some nice downtime.
This should do it!
What's she doing now?
She's infusing her beast with more power.
Get ready!
I'm not sure how we get out of this.
You mean... This might be the end?
No, never. Stay strong.
Yeah, this is the end. That was pathetic.
More where that came from! What? Unleash thirst! Dance in the wind! Sleep now.
Pathetic.
More with stockpile!
Wretched fool!
I'm...
Like that attack just
Sorry.
hitting literally every single party member,
Sovereign.
including me walking right into one was.
Had eyes, child. Let me reunite you with your parents.
Shut up! I'm gonna take you down if it's the very last thing I do!
That's right. Loathe me. Every step brings you closer to being me.
You're wrong! You're wrong! I'm nothing like you! Powered up! Flame of fury! Glacial spear! Heal evil! Freeze laser!
Dazzle! This one's all mine! You picked the wrong fight! Hurricane Devastation! Hurricane Thrust!
Can't get out of this!
More for the stockpile!
Not today! Hurricane thrust! Prepare for devastation!
This one's mine!
Take this! Be still! Tear!
Here, let me help.
Hurricane thrust!
First aid!
No storm shall break this night!
Hear my call!
Take this!
All disasters may one. Come forth!
Dazzle! Eat dirt!
Stay away! Here's
Devastation!
all day!
Too much! I owe you one! Double demon back! I owe you one! Lightning thrust! No further! Rending you a bloody holiday! Dazzle! Negative gate! It's in your hands now. Stay away from my friend! Stay still! Sorry, but this
Dilhalim's always the first one to die. His AI, he has the worst AI of all the casters. So suicidal. I walked right into that. That was not the greatest.
Be still! Negative gate! Not today! Rending you a vicious tear! Hurricane thrust! Try harder! Not a chance! Hurricane thrust! Everlasting! No further! Dazzle! Hurricane thrust! Devastation!
Glacial spear! Pierce evil! Far enough! More for the stockpile! Pierce evil!
Double demon back!
Anything normal is all mine! Seal!
I can carve through armor! Hurricane thrust! No Negative gate! This one's all mine!
You know, if I could see these attacks, they would be not too bad to dodge.
Nothing gets by me! Where are you going? Denied! Take this!
What's she doing now?
She's infusing her beast with more power.
Get ready!
Be still! Devastation! This one's all mine! Be still! Hurricane thrust! Ignite!
In a bind?
Dazzle! Tear! Devastation!
So you clamor for my true power? This is some punishment.
Pay for that!
That was a very Dohalim moment. You clamor for my true power? Or like, is your power lying face down in the dirt? It's pretty good at that.
This one's mine!
Hurricane thrust! Devastation! Eat dirt!
Stay away!
Devastation! Tear! Hurricane thrust! Try harder! Not a chance!
Try harder, not a chance.
This should do it!
Nothing gets by me! Rain down!
I was switching to her and mashing dodge simultaneously. Didn't work out like I had wanted it to.
Ready and ready. I never miss. Armor won't save you. Hurricane. You require death for me. Into the shadow. Can't get out of this. More with that came from. Mega ray. Here's a ready to go. Water out there. Bloody howling. Hurricane struck. Eat dirt. How dare you? Now. Take it down. Demon lag. Armor won't save you. Scream bathed in blood. You are bloody howling. Not help dream. Stay away. Negative gate. Hurricane struck. Astral energy. Say no more.
Okay. I'll throw another one of these while she's down, because I'm going to need to do that eventually.
Can't let me. You don't know. Keep an eye on it. And take out the monster first. Try harder. No.
She's no stranger to astral arts.
I can take care of that.
Yeah. Take it away.
Sweet now. Ready to go.
Hurricane struck.
I never miss. I'll be safe. This way.
There. Far enough. Armor won't save you.
One more. I'll be saving this one.
You will
Here.
suffer.
More piercing. Not in your dreams. Freeze Lancer.
No dawn shall break this night.
First aid.
Demon lag.
My
Be still.
That looks bad.
Wake the doctor, people.
Freeze now.
Tear. Here I come. Negative gate.
I'll never forgive you.
What?
I'll take you down. You don't scare me.
Go for it, Rinwell.
Hit her now. I'll be saving this one.
Let's get some nice crits in here, shall we?
Anything in armor is all mine. Rending flash. Sonic thrust.
Field.
Try it. Begin.
Flame of fury. More for the top.
Rending flash.
The water's rising in
Heal.
Yeah, he's about to heal me, so I'm just topping myself off.
Far enough. I can carve through armor. Dazzle. Tear. Burn in hell. Negative gate. Hurricane thrust.
More where that came from. Bullseye. Raging that game. Where are you going? It's weakened.
Take this. This ends now. Shattering the pieces. Thanks.
Come now.
Be still. Burn in hell.
Here's a healing art.
Hurricane thrust. Devastation.
Some punishment?
I have not thrown that many life bottles. This is going okay so far, but we're kind of getting into the real part of the fight where the AI can quickly just start dying over and over again.
Not now, not ever. Double demon fang coming through. Ha! Now. Scarlet Inferno. I owe you one. Right. Anything in armor is all mine.
Him getting poisoned here is really, like, that took off a real nice chunk of health.
Hurricane
Where are you going?
burn in hell. Devastation. Hurricane thrust. Devastation.
Here, sleep now.
Never see what I can do!
Her master core. Not while I'm around, she isn't. Not in your dreams.
Did I not time that right?
The winds of judgment blow your way. Fall for impending calamity. Chaotic disaster.
So that's the trick up her sleeve.
Your astral arms are so special. And now, they're mine!
You will suffer.
See, it looked like I was throwing them into danger, but the thought process is that the boost strikes are invincible. And it seemed to mostly work, because the only one that died was Rinwell, who was the only one who I didn't do that with.
The winds of judgment blow your way. Fall for impending calamity. Chaotic disaster.
I'm probably done throwing orange shells at this point.
Carve through armor!
What was I gonna throw a peach shell?
Where are you going?
The winds of judgment blow your way. Fall for impending calamity. Chaotic disaster.
Can't get out of this! I couldn't make it in time. They smite with blackened blade!
Let's keep the DPS going.
Behold my true
Here
power.
goes! Sparkling stars of light, rain down and
Armor won't save you! Sonic thrust! Everlasting duck!
Sleep now.
Blending flash!
I'll
Sonic
be
thrust!
saving this one.
Try this!
The winds of judgment blow your way. Fall for impending calamity.
Oh,
Chaotic disaster.
that's the first time I've triggered that this fight.
I'm alright. I'm still standing.
Well, the camera got real screwy there.
Will suffer.
Take this!
Behold my true power.
Because
Negative gate!
the healing gels are really expendable.
Bloody howling!
I don't really ever buy those.
Blending flash! Pierce through! Negative gate!
I'll end you! Astral energy!
Say no more!
That went pretty well, actually.
You murdered my mother and father. But I'm not like you.
Rinwell.
Even now, I hate you. But here I am, unable to let go. Honestly, even if I took my hatred out on you here and now, it wouldn't make me feel any better in the long run. I realize that now. So, I won't kill you. I'll take you in, and make damn sure justice is served the right way.
You would dare mock me with your foolish, useless pity? A Danon, nothing more than a mere slave. I won't allow you to...
It's not about what you think. Or being Danon or Renan. Because you'll atone for the crimes you committed. And that's all.
It's that swordsman again. Oh, Lord Volron, what brings you here? No, forgive me. I've forgotten myself. Please allow me to make it up to you, my lord.
Silence now, wretched snake. Does it hurt? It should. That pain is proof you're still alive. Enjoy it.
Years ago, the Lord of Geneth Haros met a sudden death. His successor was a man by that very name, Volron.
And like a restless lover, I've come back for more.
Stop right there!
Think you can cut me down? What?
Wait, what just happened to him? Alvin! Say something! Let go of me! Let me go!
Shion!
Alvin!
Shion!
Alvin!
Come and find me, if you truly are the Sovereign. After all this time, I'll be free from this hell. I can finally go home. I doubt I'll ever see this place again. Might as well walk the block once more for old time's sake. As usual, nobody wants to explain anything to me. They just threaten and harass me instead. What does everyone think I am? Some sort of talking pet? I just wanted to go back. To Dena. To my home.
Alphen.
Leori.
Finn. Live for me.
No. Aori. No!
Wait, please. Wait, What was that? That... How long ago was that? That's right. Shion. Oh, right. That's what pain felt like. So much for it all being a bad dream. Where am I? Where is everyone? I need to find them. Better start looking.
Okay, and I need to stop there for the night. That's a good stopping point. Just made it to Ganateros. Thank you for watching.